Hello there, my name is Arahad. There's an old saying that says, sometimes something is so good it ruins everything else. In the neon glow of the 1980s, a digital revolution quietly began. Pixels in their rudimentary forms flickered to life, conjuring worlds limited only by imagination. From the bleeps and bloops of Pong to the coin-devouring arcade showcasing Pac-Man's insatiable hunger, gaming rooted itself deep within our cultural psyche. These games weren't just time passers, they were the language of a generation, simple yet profound, binding players across continents. As the tape decks of the 80s gave way to the CD players of the 90s, so did virtual worlds expand. Titles like Super Mario 64 invited us to explore detailed 3D kingdoms, while The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time wove narratives so beautiful they were akin to living within a fairy tale. Every pixel, every chiptune note encapsulated the joy of discovery. The turn of the millennium was more than just a date change. It started an era where boundaries blurred between the real and the virtual. The 2000s didn't just offer games, but gateways to vast universes. The fantasy lands of Azeroth in World of Warcraft beckoned millions to embark on epic quests, while the gritty streets of Grand Theft Auto's San Andreas told tales of ambition and revenge.
Oh, shit. Here we go again. Worst place in the world. Rolling Heights baller.
As the first decade of the new millennium marched on, so did the thirst for greater immersion and realism in gaming. If the 2000s were a testament to how expansive and detailed virtual worlds could be, the 2010s showed us how deep and cinematic they could truly become. While many games in the modern era boast of expansive open worlds, RDR2 goes a step further. Riding across diverse terrains from snowy mountains to dense forests, players encounter dynamic weather, a variety of wildlife, and intricate ecosystems. These details add layers to gameplay, making the world feel alive. It's not just about completing missions, it's about living in the era, facing the challenges of the Old West, and making moral choices that shape the narrative. Its vast dynamic world combined with its detailed narrative sets it apart. The sheer unpredictability of encounters, whether with rival gangs or random strangers, or even encountering wild animals like cougars and bears who will often hunt for their next prey, this offers a sense of danger every time you play. Visually, Red Dead Redemption is in the details. Observe a deer as it limps through the forest injured by a rogue bullet. Watch as snow blankets the terrain, each flake contributing to the serene yet relentless accumulation dictating the paths you take. And it's not just about aesthetics. Venture into muddy terrains and feel the weight as characters slog, their boots sinking, their pace hindered by the game world's own nature cycle. But Rockstar didn't start there. They've infused the very soul of America's past into every town and outpost you come across. Step into a saloon and you're not just interacting with NPCs, you're meeting individuals, each with tales etched into their faces, stories moulded by the world they inhabit.
My goodness!
Okay then, partner.
No, you can't shoot me. My wife is having a baby.
I'm only joking with you.
Oh, yes. What a relief.
Center stage in this vast tableau is Arthur Morgan, not just a protagonist, but a living embodiment of the era's complexities. Arthur's journey is one of internal struggle, of shifting loyalties, and the ever-present moral quandaries of an outlaw's life. His tale is mirrored, complemented, and often challenged by an ensemble of richly crafted characters. Dutch's idealism, Sadie's relentless spirit, every interaction teases out nuances, adding layers to the overarching narrative. And it's this blend of character depth with an expansive world that makes RDR2 truly shine. No two players will recount the same tales. An ambush by a rival gang, a chance encounter with a distant stranger, or perhaps a serene moment of reflection by a lakeside. The game constantly reshapes itself, offering a unique narrative with every playthrough. Red Dead 2 pays homage to the weapons of the late 19th era, with its detailed animations and authentic sound effects. Every weapon animation is extremely satisfying. Every bullet counts, making each trigger pull significant. Unlike many other open-world games where shooting feels generic and bland, Red Dead places heavy emphasis on weapon familiarity and condition. From the subtle recoil of a Navy revolver to the powerful kickback of a double-action shotgun, each weapon in Arthur Morgan's holster feels unique. Cleaning and maintaining these tools of destruction is crucial, affecting accuracy and reliability, and even shooting range. Deadeye is a standout feature in the RDR series. This mechanic, allowing you to slow down time and mark targets, adds a strategic layer to combat. Whether it's taking down a group of O'Driscolls or hunting a legendary animal, Deadeye shifts the balance, transforming chaos into a satisfying bullet rampage. As the story progresses, so does the player's mastery over Deadeye. Starting from simple slow-motion aiming, it evolves to allow target marking and later highlighting weak fatal and critical hit zones. This progression feels rewarding and highlights Arthur's growth as an outlaw. While Deadeye serves as a significant advantage in gunfights, it's equally crucial in hunting. Discerning between a clean kill and a poor one can mean the difference between a high-quality pelt or meat and a ruined one. Deadeye ensures precision, turning a missed shot into a moment of triumph. Another thing to note about the game is the horse mechanics. Whether you're navigating the rugged terrains of the Grizzlies or the bustling streets of St. Denis, the game prompts you to be mindful of your horse's needs, its anxieties, its strengths. Horses aren't just vehicles to take you from point A to point B. It's a companion that you'll feed and take care of as it takes care of you. Horses have their own health bars and their own favourite treats. If you treat them well, they'll bond with you. If you mistreat them, well, prepare for it to teach you a lesson. Each gallop carries with it a sense of freedom, matched only by the wind rustling through your hair. Yet it is in the quiet moments when you're brushing down your horse after a hard day, sharing an apple, or simply standing together watching the sun dip below the horizon that the bond truly deepens. As for the visuals, words scarcely do them justice. Every frame of RDR2 is a masterclass in digital artistry. The intricate play of light at different times of the day, the detailed textures of the vast landscapes, and the uncanny realistic character models are all testaments to Rockstar's unwavering commitment to excellence. Yet, what's sight without sound? The world teems with life, each rustle, each distant howl immersing players deeper into the wilderness. And let's not forget the soundtrack, a symphonic companion that accentuates the highs and lows of this epic journey. As you travel through the map, you might encounter a lone fisherman, intently focused on his catch by the river. Return hours later, and you'll find him setting up camp, preparing his catch for dinner. These NPCs aren't static, they live within this world around them. In the bustling town of Valentine, you'll see shopkeepers opening up their establishments in the early morning. Every NPC has a role, a routine, a story, is what sets Red Dead Redemption 2 apart. They're not just background players, they're characters, each living out their own tales in the vast theatre of the Wild West. In Red Dead, the world doesn't revolve around you. It'll be lively while you're in the game, and it'll be lively after you're gone. Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't just another title in your gaming library. It's an experience, a journey through a time gone by, captured in stunning detail. It beckons you to saddle up, not just to play, but to live, to feel, and to be a part of a world where every decision casts a long shadow. Have you ever had something so good that it made everything else seem less good? That's what Red Dead Redemption 2 did to me as a gamer. From the moment I stepped into Rockstar's beloved rendition of the Wild West, it wasn't just gameplay anymore, it was immersion. The world felt palpable, every rustle of leaves, every distant animal call echoing the game's painstaking attention to detail. Each character I encountered wasn't just a mission or a task. They had histories, ambitions, fears. Conversations weren't just dialogues, they were stories that melded into the game's broader narrative, lingering thoughts and reflections that would often keep me awake. But it wasn't solely about the people, it was the dynamic environment, the unpredictable weather, the realism of the elements. Walking through mud after a rain, feeling the weight of each step created an immersion I hadn't felt before. After such an experience, playing other games felt different. It wasn't that the others weren't good, they just lacked something, that very soul which seemed to pulse in every corner of Red Dead's world. It's not just about graphics or expansive maps, it's about decisions that bear weight, moral crossroads that challenge you. It's about a story that makes you attached, makes you question your morals, making you question every action, every choice. That resonance, that connection, that's what made the game stand out. So, did Red Dead Redemption 2 alter my perspective on other games? Absolutely. It set a new benchmark. Now I find myself yearning for that depth, for characters that feel authentic, for stories that haunt me long after the credits roll. It's both a blessing and a curse, having tasted such brilliance, forever chasing that magic in every detailed journey I undertake. Red Dead Redemption 2 is more than just a game, it's an ode to an era long gone. It's a testament to the potential of video games as a medium of storytelling. In a world where new games are released every day, RDR2 stands tall, reminding us of the incredible journey gaming has made over the decades. As we reach the end of our video, I just want to say a few things. I'm in no way sponsored by Rockstar or anyone at all. Everything I said is my thoughts about this game, and personally, I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is the greatest game ever made. And whether there will be a Red Dead Redemption 3 or not, I'll always return to play it. It's a game that will always sit in my gaming library till the day I perish.